Hello everybody and welcome back to the multiplayer challenge with a twist, or the abandoned farm challenge, episode number 7 this is, and Snowy has caught up. So he's sent me through a message to confirm he has definitely caught up. So I'm just jumping in on here before I start work. This is now Thursday morning for me. I do not believe that at the point of me recording this right now, you would have seen Snowy's episode. However, at the point of you actually seeing this, I'm sure you would have. So I'm not overly concerned about giving any spoilers away. So I am going to have a look at the map a minute and just see what he's been up to. I'm sure he's doing the same for me. Now, usual things, I suppose. Shall I take a jump? Shall I take a jump? Oh, those branches hurt. Let's just see what the sheep have actually produced, because that's the interesting thing. I think they're still alright from a food and water point. Oh, they do need a bit more water. I better do that this episode. What do we got? 244 litres. Okay, I mean, it's not the best. It's not the best, really. I would have liked a bit more than that. However, it's good. It's good. It's kind of heading in the right direction. What have we got here? So we've got one pallet there, which is only 500 litres, 393 litres. So probably not going to be spawning another pallet in this episode. However, what I will say is, I mean, it's kind of brighter today, but normally we start the recording on the episodes at around 11. So let me just do that very quickly. Okay. Is that any brighter all of a sudden? I can't really see the difference. You might have done because it's literally cut it. But there you go. I went a bit too far, but yeah, it's before midday anyway. So good. We've got one pallet of lettuce there. Probably at the beginning of the next episode there's going to be 2 there. But that is absolutely fine. So remind myself what I was doing. Okay, yeah, we need to finish this today. It's not a problem. Although the sheep are okay for food now. I am kind of thinking I might plough all this up. I know I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago. I think I might just give it a good plough. Maybe, I don't know, plant the grass, or maybe we'll do it for more crops, because I've almost exhausted everything I have. I might have to do what Snowy's done, and interesting, buy another field. So Snowy's is ready to go, so he's going to be making more money all of a sudden, which is good for him. It's not good for me, but he's made another field. Let's zoom out and compare. I think, you know, now with this field here that he's bought, as well as these 2 that he's made, they're both decent sizes. I think he now has more growing than I do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Though that says ploughed, so he's not planted that yet. But you can see the kind of outline here of where I cut the grass. I mean, if I was to plough that and make that into some form of crop, that would probably rebalance us again, wouldn't it? Do you know, I'm wondering if I'd go for what Snowy did. I've been kind of doubting myself for a while. He bought that, and that was a very smart business, because he bought it, it was ready to harvest, and yeah, when we get to the end of the series, he'll be able to sell it, would have made money from that field, and then not kind of lost any more money on the value of the land. So I think I need to do the same thing. Yeah, that's what I want. I want to stick with growth. So this field here, for example, is also ready to harvest, which is good. It's quite a bit of money, 10,470. That is quite a lot of money. What actually is it? Or is it canola? No. Is it soybean? Okay, yeah, of course it is. It's the same colour as those, isn't it? Okay, so that's a soybean field, which is over 10 grand, ready to harvest, however. Let's... Oh, it's also fully fertilised. Okay. What is the pricing like? Pretty good. In fact, I mean, it's starting to drop now. So as it stands, it says 4,290. Well, that's very confusing. 4,290 is absolute best price. But in the shop, it's nowhere near that. But it's nowhere near the bottom. Okay, it doesn't really make sense. The pricing on this map is kind of a little bit all over the place. However, I wonder, is that worth doing? I have got a little bit more loan, but I don't really want to keep taking out loans. I don't really want to do it, to be honest with you. But maybe that's the way to go. Right. Okay, let's just have a quick check-in on the chickens. I'm sure they are fine because we put loads of food in there in the last episode. I would like to know just how many eggs they've produced this time around, though. Let's have a quick look at it. Oh, it's 3 stacks. That's a good start, isn't it? 566 pieces. See, we're halfway to a pallet. Just remind myself a minute again, because this map really does have some... See how much... See how much 1,000 litres of eggs gets you. At full price, 8,376. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to be sitting on those eggs for a little while though, aren't we, really? Because, yeah, the prices are dropping. There's probably about 3 grand's worth of eggs there. Wow. I think let's take this. Let's undo the trailer here. We'll move the weight out of the way. Then I'll reconnect the trailer. And we'll give the AI another little test and see if he can make his way to that other field. And if he can, maybe we just do it. Maybe we just buy that field. Again, I have got a bit more loan. I don't know if Snowy's taken out any of his loan yet. I'm not sure. He probably didn't actually need to, because it looks like he's put a big chunk of his time into creating a new field, which has definitely given him a massive advantage over me in terms of actual amount of land that he has. But I don't know. He's probably not needed to take a loan out because he hasn't really got a reason for it yet. We will find out. Who knows? All I know is I'm probably borrowing far too much money. But again, I'm trying to do it wisely. Right, let's get him back to here. Oh, bit of lag. Whoa, that was annoying. Right, let's get to here. See if he will go to... I wonder, will he go to there? Driving to target. I'll have to just keep an eye on him on the map. Yeah, who knows? We'll trust it. If he can get to that field, no issue. While we're doing this, then we will buy that field. We will buy that field. I'm not going to buy it, harvest it, and sell it again. I think that is kind of pushing the boundaries. That's definitely what I would consider a little bit of cheating. So we'll buy it, we'll harvest it, we'll then plough it. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll have to plough it because I sold the cultivator, and the cultivator is shocking anyway. But that's fine. We'll plough it, and we'll get another crop growing. I don't know what. Maybe it needs to be something grain related for the chickens. Yeah. Right. Anyway, let's try and connect this up. This is finishing off the rush job that I did in the last episode, which was definitely a rush job. But it kept the sheep going, didn't it? So we'll do this. Let's have a quick look a minute. How is the AI do? Where is the AI? It's just cut across the field. The AI seems to be very smart on this map. It does seem to be quite smart, you know. There's no track here at all. It's not even at that actual field. It's just cut across it. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not going to complain, but it's quite funny. Right, let's do this. He's going to be there in no time, isn't he? We'll do the same. We'll get the AI then to take the harvester in the same direction, I guess. And oh, what just happened then? Something glitchy just happened then. Oh, it's picked up the the bales. Fine. Right, yeah, once that AI worker gets there, we'll also get him to take the harvester down. And then we'll do it. We'll have to borrow a bit more money. We're going to have to. But actually, I mean, it might even pay for itself. I don't know. It's a shame that that kind of pricing's a bit odd, though. Let's try and select the right piece of equipment. Right, okay, I'm going to go quiet for a minute. I'm just going to clear all of this up. A little bit of land to clear. And then once I finish this, I'll jump you back in to the other piece of land. And maybe we'll get on with that. So I'll see you in a moment. Okay, well, that was actually harder work to do that, hardly anything, than it was to do the other lot, the last episode. Yeah, this trailer makes it easier in the sense of it picks it up for you, but it makes it a bit of a nightmare in the sense of trying to manoeuvre around a tight farmyard like this. Oh man, that was driving me mad. Right, the AI didn't want to drive the harvester here. So the tractor's there, harvester's not. So remind myself again what this is. 10,470. Good. Right. And it's still ready to harvest. They haven't done it in the meantime. So we're going to borrow. Oh dear. We've borrowed 35 grand now. That's not very good, is it? Let's see if we can make some of it back anyway. Do you know, I remember right at the beginning of the series, I said, Snowy's wasting his money. Why is he buying a field? He needs to make his own. And now look at me. Episode number 7, I'm doing it. It's always the way, innit? Right, let's buy that. Yes. Good. We now own... Haha, we own nearly as much as you again, Snowy. You're not winning, and I can even be cheeky and see how much money... God, he's got 4 grand. How has he got so much money? Dunno. Maybe he did take out a loan. Did he go full whack, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to cut across here, because I mean the AI worker did it, so I'm going to do it. Save a little bit of time. So we'll get to this other field. We'll harvest it. We'll probably have to phone the train. Maybe I'll have the same issues that Snowy had with regards to the trigger. Maybe I'll have to reverse onto the track, but I don't know. I don't know where he did that, how he did that. We'll find out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But in the meantime, anyway, I've got to at least get this done. And I must remember 2 really important things to do before I finish. I need to top up the water for the sheep, and I need to fertilise our bigger field. That would then give it full fertilisation and maximise our profits, which is what we need right now. I do still feel like we are probably behind. Maybe Snowy took out those extra trees. Maybe that's how he's got a little bit more money. I don't know. Anyway. Fingers crossed. I'll jump this. I don't like to always jump so much into a time lapse, but I feel like on a series like this, time lapses going fast, but you seeing what's going on is probably better than me just cutting pieces out. That's my theory, anyway. So yeah, pop it in a time lapse. Hopefully this field ain't gonna take too long. It's quite a decent sized field though, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, that looks okay. Yeah, hopefully it won't take too long though. And then, well, we can sell it while the price is still half decent. And, I don't know. What else are we going to do? What's next on the list? We still need to move our old granny in, don't we? In her little summer house. So maybe we start thinking about that. Right, I'll catch you in a mo. Okay, here we go. I don't know how much I got. Not a great deal, but actually, because it is worth so much money, that probably wasn't a bad decision to make, really. So we'll find out in a minute. I maybe scraped just over 2,000. I don't think it was much more than that. Right, let's switch that off. You might have seen in the time lapse as well. What have I got? 2,196. Yes. So it's not really paid for the field, but it's paid for the majority of it. That's not a bad little deal, is it? Yeah, I also got the other tractor. I switched the tractors around, actually. Because the other one, of course, I did forget for a very brief moment that that is the one that has the narrow tyres. So, yeah, that's now in position, ready to fertilise. But we have to take fertiliser to it. Yeah. I could have sworn I had a little bit left over, but maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, this tractor, someone did comment. I can't remember who it was. I do apologise, but putting it into manual. Oh, yeah, putting it into manual was the only way of getting its top speed. But what is this? Snowy's bought a new tractor. I wonder if I can get it dirty. Let's have a quick look. Has he noticed yet that every time he logs in, his equipment gets dirty? I wonder. Yeah, that's still dirty. So he either didn't wash it, or he's just been using it a lot. Go, everything. I don't even need to make it all dirty. It's already all dirty. What's he done with Mud Bucket? Man. Ow. Maybe you did notice. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the most recent episode for two reasons. He's not even released it yet at the point of me recording this. And secondly, I just don't want to. We are holding off. I have watched his initial farm build episode. The one that kind of, I did chuckle to myself when I was watching him trying to create the chode. That looked like it was a bit of a challenge to make. And yeah, if it makes him feel better, it's a challenge to work around as well. But there you go. Right, yeah, I'm just going to go down at 14 miles per hour because I've changed my key bindings for manual. So I'm kind of limited, really. I can't do a lot. But the price is still increasing at the train station. So, you never know. We might get a few more quid out of it by the time we get there. You never know. Right, what I'll do is I'll cut this bit though. You've seen this too many times. This is the boring stuff. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we are nearly here. It took a while, but we're nearly here. Right, let's see what happens. I don't know. I know that Snowy had some form of issue with unloading this into the silo. So we'll have to see. I mean, it should just work, right? I might have to turn the interactive zone markers on. Have I selected the trailer? Yeah, I have. Right. I'm not really surprised at this because I know Snowy did say to me he had some issues. Oh, I don't know why he had issues though, because that is where it's supposed to unload. Okay. Well, where did he unload it then? That's to cool the train. Surely not. I don't have to put it there, do I? Okay. Maybe I do. This is probably why Snowy nearly got hit by a train. Right, okay, here we go. I think he avoided it. Let's see if I can avoid it. Probably not. Let's do it in this view. Makes it a bit more realistic, and I just prefer it. I think it's easier to maneuver stuff like this when you can actually see. Yeah. Now, every time I've come to the shop normally, the train comes. But I can't see it as it stands. Right, okay. I can't see it. Let's, oh yeah, okay, right, so it lets me unload. God, I've got butterflies here. Is that train going to suddenly appear? And it don't hang around either. It's pretty speedy. No, I think we're alright. I think we're okay. So is this going to still unload into the... I'm kind of confused. This seems a little bit backwards, if I'm honest. But let's call the train. Open up my help menu. Right, so train... It's really close as well. It's like 400 meters away. I don't... Oh, there it is. I've just seen it appear in the background. Right, okay. So that's good. The train's on its way. We've kind of loaded it into here, which I guess is still connected. I don't know. I mean, Snowy must have done this, so hopefully I'm not going to have any issues. Right, where's it going to stop? Where's it going to stop? Going to let me in yet? Okay, here we go. Right, so I need to start the engine. That's always a good start. Go forward to the first one. Open the cover. Good. Right, so I can... Oh, yeah. Okay, so it works. I've never unloaded into a train station like that before. But it has worked. Oh, and it took 0.2 seconds to unload because there's that little of an amount. Okay, right, so dry off the map like normal, I guess. Just whack that onto cruise control. And I'm trying to be a bit smart in the way I'm doing it. So I've purposely done it this way around. So now I have the trailer at the shop, so I can take back some bags of fertilizers, granulated fertilizer, I should say. Drop that off at the other field, and then get the field fertilized. And then with the main tasks are done, really. It's just like a little bit of water for the sheep. And yeah, I mean, got a bit of lag. Don't know how I'm looking. Probably about half an hour so far, really. And one extreme to the other, isn't it? So I'll find something else to do. Maybe... I don't know. I think trying to get that new field ploughed, fertilised, a bit too much, isn't it? Right, what are we going to make here? 7,554. I'm actually quite happy with that. Because the field was 10,000 and we're going to make a lot more money out of that field yet anyway. It's not a bad sized field. Part of me wonders whether or not I plant that field with grass Then leave all of the grass equipment over there. The baler, the mower. Just leave it there and have that as the field that's producing food for the sheep. Certainly be easier than trying to maneuver that baler around our kind of tight bit of land, trying to pick up every single piece that I can get. That was quite difficult, and at one point, I don't know, I might have cut it out the time lapse, depends how long the time lapse took, but at one point I got stuck to a shed, and because it was a baler then attached to a dolly, I couldn't unstick myself. It took me ages to get underneath. Right, God, this tractor is really slow, you know. It's really, really slow. Again, that getting stuck in the gear thing is quite annoying. Let's have a look in the used shop. Okay, there's nothing there. Wouldn't it be nice to have that? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? No chance. Okay, right. I want to see how much this tractor is worth, because actually, what did we pay for it? 8 grand. So we've only really lost 4 grand. That isn't too bad. What tractor did Snowy buy? I am kind of being nosy now. He bought that. Yeah, he bought that. Changed the colour. 75 horsepower. Maybe. Oh, he would have done that because it's free. So he's got a tractor that is capable of 100 horsepower, but again, it's slow. Maybe he also sold his. Yeah, I didn't see it there actually. When I was being nosy, he must have sold that weird flatbed thing like I did. And I do not blame him at all. Right, the only problem with doing this is these fertilizer bags. If I unload that, if I put that into the trailer, sorry, it's going to unload it, isn't it? 100 litres. Yeah, let's do that. So what do we reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 litres. We know it goes quite far. 6, 7, 8. Let's make it a round number. 8 bags, 800 litres. Cost us 400 quid. Good. It's always a lot cheaper to buy it in a big paddock like Snowy did there. But then you've got that hassle of connecting front loaders. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. Yeah, do you know, I thought it was going to do that. I would have preferred it if it would have just loaded the bag up. But it ain't going to do that, is it? Okay. No problem. Just chuck these in. Oh, come on. Chuck that into there. Hopefully I haven't lost any bags through the map again. Having a couple of times now. Right, so this should be 800 litres in here. Yeah, perfect. Right, slow drive back to the farm again. But, God, that train, honestly, every time I turn around, it's back. Yeah, slow drive back. We'll do the final coating of fertiliser on our biggest field, which is probably no longer the biggest field on the map, because Snowy has produced a couple of big ones now. Yeah. I'm getting to a point where actually the next big thing has to be buying a new plot of land. And I don't mean a field like I've just bought. I mean another plot of land, as in like next to us. One that I can mow, can turn into hay, can sell it all again. I mean, we do have the option of silage. I think I mentioned it last episode. Yeah, we have the option of silage. There is a cheaper pickup wagon. There is a cheaper silage pit. We could do that. We'd probably get loads of silage. If we cut a whole fresh piece of land, if we can afford it eventually, we'd probably get quite a lot of silage actually. And I bet on this map it sells for a silly price. Anyway, right. I'll cut this bit again because it is super boring. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I can see it in the distance. The Nearly Home Chode is starting to appear. There it is. Cool. And what I also figured out, one advantage, I guess, of having a keyboard right in front of me, even though I'm using a controller, is I can just flick the gear up on the keyboard without even changing it to manual. So look at this, look, 25 miles per hour. We're flying now. Oh God, can't even stop. Right. I'll remember that for next time. That's quite handy. I haven't even got to change it to manual gears. It just lets you override it by whacking the plus button on the keyboard. Right, anyway, let's grab our shovel. That is lime, isn't it? So let's put this lime somewhere where it's going to stay dry. Not that it's ever really going to rain, but you never know. Good. Right, we'll move away before I straighten it because it'll just pick it all back up again. Right, so we're going to run over, or fly, because sometimes these mods are a bit glitchy. Let's do it this way. And we're going to scoop out fertilizer. And it doesn't let me take it straight out of the trailer, does it? We're not going to scoop out. It would be cool if you could, but we can't. Right, let's get in the tractor. We'll tip out a tiny bit of it. Not very much, hopefully. Just enough to... Yeah, what was that? Maybe that was the right amount. Maybe. Pick that up. Pick that up, hopefully. Yep, ideal. Pour it into here, hopefully. Maybe. Come on. And it's just missed the whole thing, hasn't it? Why did it do that? Oh my, these things. These things are a bit of a nightmare. Right, drop it. Start again. I won't cut this out because it might be quite funny. Right, let's try again. Oh, come on. What is going on here? I might cut this bit out because this is becoming a bit of a embarrassment. It's tipped some into there. It's done a little bit in there. Oh. Oh, for God's sake. Why? Why? Is there any in there? A little bit. Tip it in there. What? Oh, 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 that's better. I'm not seeing it appear on the floor. Okay, did that do it? Yes. That was hard work, wasn't it? Right, now this will be the annoying thing, is this silly spreader probably doesn't have narrow tyres on it. Like, for some reason, they never seem to. Let's just test this. This should be fine. What about this? Oh, Right, is it worth it? Is it worth it? What do we reckon? We're going to lose quite a lot of this soybean. Let me check. Maybe there was an option to make this spreader narrow tired. Spread and disc, I don't want none of that. Type of attachment. No, it doesn't have any option to change the tyres. I don't like that, you know. Why would a fertilizer spreader not have narrow tyres? It just doesn't. It does not make any sense at all. And because it's not very wide, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. That is really, really annoying. Right, I'm going to turn that off and leave it there. Maybe, hopefully, somebody will comment to say, is fertilising this worth more than the amount of crop that we're going to lose, if that makes sense? Because the wheels, the tyres, are so close together, it's not even going to create like rows. It's going to completely destroy whole chunks. That ain't a very good fertilizer spreader. No, that ain't a very good fertilizer spreader at all. Up until now, it's been really good, but that's a bit disappointing, that really. Right, anyway, it's not a problem. We needed fertilizer up here. Maybe we need to get a different spreader. Maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. Okay, what do I do now? What do I do? Because this probably hasn't been an overly long episode. Right, I'm going to just park up, tidy this away a bit. Oh, I did have fertilizer there, look. I can't believe I even drove past that at the beginning of the episode, didn't I? Oh dear. Right, well that's annoying. I did not get to fertilise the whole field. That's gonna potentially hurt us. Let's be cheeky and compare to Snowy. Yeah, see, he's fully fit. He's gonna do one out of that. He didn't fully fertilise that, and that was showing ready to harvest, so he might have lost a tiny bit there. But here, he's laughing, and I am not laughing. How annoying! How annoying! Can I get a different fertiliser spreader? No, we've only got base game ones. Albeit that's an incredible one. It spread to what, 42 meters? That would just be one pass through the middle, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. That is annoying. Right. I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna have a little think a minute, and then yeah, we'll figure out what it is we want to do. Okay, all good. Farm Sim Snowy. Right, I've got hold of him. We have a resolution. I've just messaged him in the meantime, actually. So all of a sudden, this recording now, I'm continuing, what is it, Friday morning. Yeah, so I went to work in between that cut that you've just seen then, and messaged Snowy in the meantime, and we've both agreed, actually, that the spreader, let's add a mod with a slightly better version. Yeah. I think we're kind of outgrowing it anyway. And then on top of that, learning that it kind of damages crops anyway. Yeah. We're past it now. We are past it. Now, why is it not letting me get in the tractor? Because the server crashed. But good news. The fences have reappeared. Woo! You will see now, actually, hopefully, a little bit better how I've fixed this area ever so slightly. So, yeah, I made the chode a tiny bit bigger. I manoeuvred the position of the house ever so slightly. So it had that kind of random area around the back of it before, didn't it? Doesn't now. And yeah, and then I just redid the fences. I did the fences a little bit closer in, hoping that maybe they would kind of spawn and show up better. But it's still hit or miss. They still disappear whenever they want to. But yeah, that's all I did. I didn't do that with any charge to us really. I did that off camera with various PC mods just to see if I could fix the problem. But yeah, the problem was not fixed anyway. Why am I running? Why am I running? Let's not keep it real. Right, here we go. So I just need to disconnect the spreader. But firstly, we obviously need to empty it. I'll try and do it in such a position that when I empty it, if I can remember, there you go. If I can remember the right button, that's out of the way. It's funny, isn't it, how we have to unload it into a trailer, but then once we unload it out of the fertilizer spreader again, it kind of magically puts it into a bag. I might do that with all of it, to be honest. I might even do that with the lime. Right, okay. I did just do a very quick switch over them, because now that I've figured out this little fourth gear hack, I called it a hack. It's not a hack. The mod itself's got some issues. It doesn't go into its final gear. It also keeps opening that window as well. And there isn't really anything I can do about it. Oh, okay. That's how you. That's how you change the door. How do I shut this window? Oh, I did it, and it's not clicking. Strange. Right. Let's go to the shop. So, anyway, after that kind of drama, server kicking me out as soon as I logged into it. Let's use the little plus button. Boom, jumps into 4th gear. Now we're flying. Yeah, I've added some extra bits, just a couple of extra mods really. I said to Snowy, while I'm doing it, is there anything else that we need? So I've added an additional trailer option as well, which has the ability to transform into various different trailers. So a decent grain trailer, like 8,000 capacity. You can turn it into a log trailer, which will probably be handy for Snowy, not so much for me now. I haven't really got any, but I know that Snowy potentially still got a couple of big uns, if he hasn't already chopped them down, I don't know. Also then you can convert it into a bale trailer, which has the straps. That's the only downside to the current bale trailer, that kind of little auto load one designed for the very, very small bales. I'm guessing if I was to put a pallet on there, would it stick to it? Would it be like a sticky trailer? Or because it's not a bale, would it just slide straight back off? I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yeah, this other trailer option's pretty good anyway. But we're actually on the way to the shop to get rid of this and get a different version of spreader, which is still pretty good value. It's not too bad. And obviously we got loads of fertilizers, so right, I'll cut this last little section. I'll see you in a second. As always, there goes the train. It's a very strange coincidence that train is always here whenever I come down. Yeah. Maybe it just goes through so frequently that it just coincidentally seems like it's always here. I don't know. Maybe. It does seem to get to Elm Creek pretty fast though, because that apparently is where everything gets sold to. Yeah, it gets there and back pretty damn fast. We must be quite close to Elm Creek. Right, disconnect that. That's it. I'm actually still playing with interactive zone markers turned on. Shocking. What's going on? What is this? Look, that is worth 407 quid. We might as well repair it. We might as well replace it. Why not? And probably made about an extra 5 quid or something like that. Right, we're going to sell that. Yes, we are. Did I? Yeah. Did I select? Yeah. God, I got scared I was going to sell the tractor then. How much is that to repair? It's only £203 to repair that, you know. Let's just repair that as well. I should have done that when I first bought it, really. I'm not bothered about the paint condition, that's fine. Now, let me show you what we have got. It's an upgrade. It ain't much of an upgrade, but it is an upgrade. It's better. There's 2 options that come with it. This is it here. Ideal. It's got a 10 meter width, whereas the other one was 7. It's also one that connects to the tractor rather than drag behind, so that's good. They're always easier to use as well. And there's 2 options. Now, hopefully Snowy looks at this, doesn't get too carried away, because it seems like you can get a 400 litre version for the same price. So you'd think, well, obviously, I'm just going to go with a one with a bigger tank. But this is a fertilizer spreader. This one is a fertilizer and lime spreader. So hopefully Snowy realises that, because as much as we're kind of having a bit of friendly competition, I don't want him to do anything too silly and get called out. So let's purchase that for £1,000. Amazing. And then I'll show you real quickly, while I'm in this menu, let's just show you what I'm talking about. So these trailers, currently this is what we got here. Look, the old trailer. It's actually pretty good. 2,800 capacity for that little thing is cool. That I actually really like the trailer. The biggest downside to it is, for some reason, I think maybe because it's so low to the ground, the triggers just don't pick up on it when you're pulling over. So, for example, the silo doesn't work. Just doesn't work. So I've put these ones in. This one in particular, there's 2 versions. There's tandem, which is double wheeled essentially. These ones here. So loads and loads of options. It costs you if you wanted to go to 10,000 litres, but look, having the ability to go to 10,000 litres, how wonderful is that? But yeah, wood transport doesn't cost anything. Animal trailer frame, we're not going to use that, but bale trailer, that I'm assuming that would have the straps. Yeah, good trailer. 5,200 ain't that bad, really. It's not that bad. The fact that it can transport 8,000 rather than 2,800 at a time, that's amazing, isn't it? Definitely. Now, one thing as well, I will, while I'm here. This is a mod that's been activated for quite some time. We've obviously got one of these ones, and that exact one, in fact, actually. But these ones are activated. Yeah. And I think even the Deutz farm might have got away with pulling that, to be honest, because they don't take a lot to pull them. But yeah, that's obviously that's a direct drill. So that eliminates any kind of cultivating, having to replow. It's 5.2 meters wide, which is pretty wide, isn't it? That's pretty good. £6,000. I think it even, one of those two kind of flaps there, when you lift the cover, actually fertilizes as well. That's amazing. And part of me, a little part of me, is thinking about maybe even getting that this episode. Yeah, because actually I could not worry about ploughing. I could fertilise and seed our new field in this same episode that we harvested it. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, isn't it, really? And to be honest, I've probably got 20-25 minutes to waste here. I've probably just been talking to you for about 5. So yeah, if I've got another 20 minutes, it ain't going to take me 20 minutes to run this fertiliser spreader over that field. Definitely not. I do wonder actually if I would be able to. Would I be able to? I'm going to try it. Would I be able to take that at the same time? So we've got seeds, I think. I'm sure there's seeds. We know we've got some fertiliser. Don't know how much we're going to have left. I'm assuming this fertiliser spreader is going to use a bit more. I think one advantage of that old one is it was quite lenient on how much it used. So Snowy will probably get this. I imagine he will. It's just a no-brainer. And he'll probably stick with the theme of red. So I'll go with green just so it's different. Obviously, yeah, green's not really my colour, but right, that makes, right, yeah, I'm not paying another 200 quid for tyres that look worse. That doesn't make sense. Right, let's just buy that. It's going to leave us low of money. It's left us really low of money, actually. 442. But, I mean, that's cool. So, I think we have, again, I've got to remind myself midway through an episode, because up until this part here, this was actually yesterday. I've been at work and slept and all sorts since then. But I'm pretty sure I just took out a loan to buy that field. Oh, it does attach. It's opening the covers like it would let me take Snowy's fertiliser. Did you see that? Did you see that? Do you think I should? Watch, ready? Get close enough to it. There you go. Wants to fill itself. I'm not going to. I could do, though. It'd be quite funny to see his reaction when he gets down to the shop to pick up his pallet and it's gone. That would be pretty hilarious. Right. So, slow drive back, sort of. Jump it up a gear. Hopefully there's no trains coming. I'm not stopping. No, that was lucky. Right, and I will catch you back at the yard any moment. The Nearly Home Chode should be in sight. I can see, well, I can see the floating house. That's a good start. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Just appeared. Right. This seeder doesn't look too odd on this tractor, actually. And now that I've figured out this, well, I say I figured it out. I didn't. Now that one of you guys has let me know about the sticky gears, this tractor's actually pretty good. It's fast. So fast. Oh, no. Am I even going to get in here? And what I need to do is move that for a start. Doubt I can pick that up, can I? No. Let's move. In fact, what we'll do is we'll unhook the trailer quick. We will load that up. Oh, wrong button. That one. Good. We'll just take that down here as well, actually, and get to that other bag. And then we'll drop this back up again. And take the seeder with this tractor to the other field and just get it done. Amazing. Right. It does look like this potentially will be much easier to load with the shovel. Maybe. I hope. Right. So let's reconnect the seeder. Let's try and organise ourselves here a little moment. And then, yeah, we'll jump into the Deutz file, which of course has the narrows. It was a bit annoying because I spent £1,000 on narrow tyres only to try and do the fertilising, and then the fertiliser spreader started damaging it anyway. That was quite annoying. So I did pretty much message Snowy straight away to say, mate, do you mind if I change or add some extra mods for fertiliser spreading? Because, yeah, that was quite annoying. Right, now that I'm increasing the size of equipment, maybe I need to get rid of those piles of rubbish. And I've only just really allowed enough room for this to go through the farm, haven't I? That was just coincidence. Fortunate coincidence. Right. Load this up. Oh, I emptied the pallet easily. That's fine. One advantage I didn't even think of, obviously I got carried away. This was a kind of impulse buy, this seeder. But actually the other seeder I can sell. And if I remember, obviously when I set this server up, I was buying everything to go onto each farm. I think these seeders are actually worth okay money. Okay-ish. So yeah, we can obviously sell that. Probably be worth driving it to the shop to get the extra £100 or £200, of course. But right, so I want to do same again. Empty this. Is it not going to empty it? Oh, it's that button. Cool. Right, so this now has nothing. Amazing. We'll just drop this out the way. Good. Connect up to the seeder again. So what I think I'm actually going to do is use the shovel into the fertilizer spreader, because it looks like quite a big opening, certainly bigger than this seeder anyway. And then once it's full, I will unload it into a bag, and then I will use the bag then to fill this seeder. I think that's the way to do it. Bit cheeky, maybe? Probably. Let's leave that there. We'll run. Why am I running around again? Why do I do stuff like this? I don't need to, do I? Right. Jump into this tractor. Drive that down. Attach it. I do need a shovel. Can I get away with like wedging the shovel on? Like, I've got like a little seat here on the side, haven't I? I wonder. I mean, that might not work, and I might run it over. But let's have a go. Kind of does work, you know. I think if I turned quite harsh, it would probably fly off. But actually, that's not bad. Saves me running back up, doesn't it? Ideal. Right, I think this is all going to work out pretty good. I'll show you what I'm doing just one go, and then once I've done that, I will cut it. Again, I don't want the episode to be too long or too short. It's kind of a fine line, isn't it? Right, we want to lower that down. Turn off that tractor, I know. Right, that stayed there really well, actually, surprisingly. Now, let's pick it up. Good. Oh, I just realised I can't scoot. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Start this again. If it connected the seeder on the other tractor, I'm assuming it will connect to this. Oh, it even connects it to... Oh, wouldn't it have been really cool if I could just automatically fill that from there? That would have been quite cool, wouldn't it? Right, let's go. Let's just go here. Oh, and I pressed the wrong button already. Good. Well done. Drop that off there. And I'm actually going to run straight over the top of it, which probably isn't quite realistic, is it? But whatever. Let's park the trailer back out the way a moment. You can stay there. Good one. Okay, right, let's try again. So yeah, I guess you can kind of get my theory. Oh, these shovels are really hard to rotate. So yeah, I feel this. Hopefully. Don't have the dramas like I had the other day. Or yesterday for me, but maybe the same episode for you. Hopefully that's not going on the floor. I can't really look down. Oh dear. The rest of it is. Okay, that's fine. It's the right idea. So, same again. Cool. Look at this, look. Look at this. This is how we roll. Smart, not hard. Isn't that what I always say? Right. The shovel makes it hard though. Here we go, here we go. Oh. Yeah, there's still a bit more on there. Same again. Although I can't because there's probably other bags in the way. Is it going to work? Oh, come on. There we go. Final bit. I like it. Didn't even actually take too long. It took me longer just to fill that other spreader with kind of quarter as much. It doesn't like you. I think it's just multiplayer servers in general. It doesn't really like you rotating things around. The bales, things like that shovel. It doesn't really want you to do it in one go. You have to be a bit fiddly with the analog sticks on a controller. Might be alright with a mouse, but on control it's a pain. Right, cool. There we go. That was fiddly, but it was fine. Let's go around here. Oh, we got a massive shed. Look, we're not even using. Yeah, okay. Right, so this should be good. Yeah? Let's raise it up. Let's turn it on. Wow, look at how wide it is. And from a distance, I can... Yeah, I can just about make out where I have and haven't been. Hopefully not miss too much. And it's not using much fertilizer either, which is really, really cool. Yeah, I thought bigger spreader, it's going to use a lot more fertilizer, but it ain't really, is it? It's not. It's only used about 40 litres. Cool. Well, this is good. This is very good. I might be missing a bit there. Right. To save me a bit of talking, and I feel like maybe it's typical because after I finish doing this last little bit, I need to jump in and finish with the roleplay story mode episode. Ready for Saturday, ready for tomorrow. But I can feel something in my voice again. It's just a frustrating time of the year, isn't it? It's on and off. All these little illnesses, on and off. Kids are bringing stuff home from school. I can just feel it in my voice. I can feel it in my voice. So I'll take this opportunity now to shut up for one moment, and I'll stick some cheesy background music on. I don't know what. I don't know what. I'll find something though. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, job well done. That was probably one of the most odd time lapses ever. So, in actual fact, I think I might have just cut that. I don't know until I edit it. You might have seen that, you might have not seen that. Basically, I had to do the entire field with the view basically pointing like bird's eye, like old school GTA. Do you remember that, the original Grand Theft Autos? Yeah, quality games, but completely zoomed out bird's eye. Yeah, that probably didn't look great as a time lapse. So you might not have seen that, but either way, while this is loading, this is what I did look. I've missed spots. It is what it is. I'm not driving around trying to find spots. When you can't see it, the crop really has grown too much. I should have done it before. That's on me. That's my fault. Now let's just load the rest of this up. Okay, I am hoping... Oh dear. If I kept on going then, I would have damaged all of my nice soybean, wouldn't I? That wouldn't have been very good. Right, this way. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's going to be enough seed and enough fertilizer to get this other field done. I'm sure it will be. I am absolutely sure it will be. Now, I'm kind of undecided on what I want to plant. A big part of me, oh dear, I think I might have just caught a little bit of my soybean then. Yeah, a big part of me wants to just go with, I'm going to cut across here again actually, just go with planting grass. And yeah, keeping the baler down there with the trailer, of course, because it's quite far away, isn't it? I mean, doing this, especially when you forget to change it into fifth gear, there we go. Doing this drive each time is a little bit of a pain. But at least with grass, I've only got to do this bit once. I've only got to seed it once. Yeah, and then it means we're okay for sheep food all the time. And that ultimately is the biggest driver of this series. That the sheep is going to be what makes the difference. Whichever one of us, myself or Snowy, whichever one of us gets the Granny's knitwear mod down and producing clothing the quickest is probably gonna have the most money when it finishes. So yeah, we need to keep the sheep healthy and well fed. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, and I've just just unloaded all of my seed and fertilizer. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do is change the crop type in the seeder, not unload the seeder. I pressed RB instead of LB. That's never good, is it? Right, anyway, try again. So this should be amazing. In fact, look at this field and look at the size of this seeder. Will this tractor pull it? I do not see why not. I don't see why not, because this is a pretty powerful tractor, really. I don't think it's as good as Snowy's, but I do wonder if... I mean, I don't quite know what Snowy was thinking, because yeah, he's got a good tractor and he must have got the free upgrade to 100 horsepower, like I said earlier on in the episode, but it only does 15 miles per hour. Well, I don't know. One of the most frustrating parts of this map is the fact that you've got to drive everywhere and it's so slow. Yeah, I don't know. But hey, whatever suits him, I guess. Whatever suits him. If he wants to buy a tractor that's actually slower than the Deutz-Fahr, then go for it. Go for it. Right, this is not going to take long at all. Barely even worth putting into a time lapse, but I probably will. Oh, I've just missed that corner. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? I can't live with myself doing that. I can't live with myself. Let's try again. That's better. Okay, right. I'll stick this into a time lapse real quick. But you can tell, look at how dark the ground is behind it. It's putting down that fertilizer and it's putting down the seed. That is amazing, isn't it? How much time it's saving us. And again, it's not showing anything because it's grass. Amazing. This is really good. Snowy needs to get himself this seeder as well. He knows it's activated. Obviously, he knows it's activated because he's had to install all of the mods to get on the server. So, but yeah, this is a game changer compared to those other starter seeders we had, which I purposely added to make it annoyingly difficult. That was always my intention. But yeah, we're at a point now where we need to be moving on to bigger and better things, don't we? This is amazing. Right, I'll catch you in a mo. Not very long at all, actually, but I'll see you in a mo. Okay, here we go. The last strip. The last strip. I notice on the end, when you go over the edge of the field, it actually goes quite a bit further before it says you don't have access to this land. So it's making me wonder if this plot of land is ever so slightly bigger than the actual field itself. I'll have to have a look in a mo. Now, I'm just going to leave this here for this episode, but I'm going to leave it. Don't ever say I don't do anything for Snowy, because you know I am a nice guy, really. I'm going to leave it within visual sight of Snowy. Now, that's ready to harvest. We need money. So I'm assuming he's going to harvest his field. He's obviously not been on yet to record his episode, which hopefully, now that he's caught up again, as long as he doesn't have any issues with the server, hopefully he will be on and you'll see my episode and his episode on Sunday. That was always our initial plan. But we both live in the world of young children. Things change. That's the way it is. But yeah, I'm doing that to remind him and prompt him. Once he's harvested his field, he can buy one of those seeders. Our equipment will run those seeders, so that's a bit of a tick for him. I reckon he'll look at that and go, oh, nice, I forgot about that. See? Friendly competition. Competition, but it's friendly. Right, I'm going to turn on my mouse a minute. I just want to really quickly have a look and see where my boundary ends, and an easy way to do it is, I always say it, certain textures on certain maps don't charge you. So this, for example, this is grassland, so to put it back to grass, there's no charge limit. It doesn't cost anything. I won't do that, but I just want to see at what point it stops me. So let's make it a bit bigger. Although for some reason okay, interesting though. It only lets me take out the grass up to there. So at this point here, it's saying I don't own the land anymore, but then it won't let me. Oh yeah, it will though. Okay, I think we actually own the land up until, let's just say, 6-7 feet away from that tree. Yeah. So when we're cutting the grass, it's great because this is going to be grass. We'll just get a little bit of extra grass each time from here. But actually, it means that I can, within the limits of not cheating and dumping stuff all over the map, it means I can leave the baler and trailer and everything just here, which is great. So yeah, probably kind of here. So that's good. That's a nice chunk, isn't it? Amazing. Right, let's jump back to the other field. Are the headlights on this one? Why are the headlights on? Right, jump to here. Start this up. Drop that off. We don't want that anymore. What we need to do, we're probably pretty much there for time, but there was 2 things that I said we needed to do. One of them we've just done, fertilised. Amazing. The second one, we must give the sheep some more water. So let's do that now a minute. And again, I talked about it loads of times removing that pump truck in the last episode, and then I didn't remove it. I don't know if I actually removed anything, to be honest, but that's on me. Maybe I will do this time though. But What do I do? What do I move? Let's do that. Let's do that. While the water is filling up, it takes a while. Let's just get rid of this. So, wow, I get £62 for that. Whoa. Yeah, you're damn right. 62 quid. Ideal. Right, next episode, beginning of the next episode, I'm going to get rid of the piece of rubbish that's up near the front gate, because that cedar is a bit challenging to get in. I think once I've harvested, I might have to make one of those fields ever so slightly shorter. Make the track a little bit wider too. I didn't actually pay attention to what that cost us, but I'm sure it cost us something then. I heard the noise, I just didn't look. Why are... let's unload that. Why is that not showing a texture? We've got 12,000 litres of food. Why is it not showing a texture? Well, that's odd. That is odd. They are right, aren't they? We cannot afford these to not be producing. Yeah, 100% health. Amazing. God, how did we end up with 42 sheep? Did I do that? I must have done. Wow, 42 sheep. Right, same again. I'm just going to do one on here. And I'm in the zone. I'm going to do one more. I think also we'll empty the trailer there. Next to the baler. Yeah, the one that's still connected to the baler, I should say. We'll empty that into there as well. So they've got extra good amount of food. And maybe, just maybe, I shouldn't keep doing it, you know, but I might get another small loan. Buy a load more sheep at the end of the episode. It just makes sense. Again, like I said, I think between me and Snowy, whoever maximises this sheep situation is probably going to have a little bit of an advantage. As it stands, I still believe Snowy's probably ahead from a figure point of view. I really do. There is still that small advantage he had, or he has still got with the trees, assuming that's what he's going to do. Yeah, but the sheep here will absolutely turn the table. I think he has got sheep though, because I've seen the little icon for sheep on the map view. When I was kind of scouting around his land earlier on, I didn't really notice any sheep, so I don't know if he's gone for this sort of open thing like I've gone for. Maybe he's just put a small pen up in the corner somewhere. I'm not really 100% sure how or what he's done with sheep, but I did see the icon. Right, good. So that's done. Good, good. Let's just do the same with this. Now I do need to, let's turn the helper menu on because, oh, now I'm turning off the tractor. How do I empty the baler? Turn off baler. I don't want to turn off the baler. Fold baler. It doesn't let me fold it. Folding's not allowed while the baler is loaded. That's fine. How do I unload the baler? It is not giving me an option to do it. Oh, you've got to have it turned off. Right. Okay. Right. Now can I fold it? Good. Right, let's do that. Good, good, good. Figuring it out. So we'll move the baler somewhere more tidily. Let's stick it in there. If I can, oh, goodness. Yeah, I do prefer to reverse things in this view. Just feel like you have a little bit more control over stuff. Right, that would do. Yeah, let's get these bales. So again, look, you can see it's already starting to grow actually. The ground underneath. Oh dear, I didn't reverse to that very well, did I? Yeah, you can see areas where it's already starting to grow back, but not very well. Yeah. And it's still growing, but that'll be ready to harvest again at some point. I mean, maybe we'll cut that again and get a load of extra grass. And then plough it. Yeah, plough all of this and all of that. Yeah, we might as well. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Now that we've got a good sized grass field, this I think may be something crop related. Again, ideally what I need to do is move the greenhouse. Oh, this tractor does struggle putting this. It's not even got that much on it. Yeah, ideally what I need to do is move the greenhouse. So maybe once it's produced its next batch of lettuce, then we'll sell it, but we'll have to replace it in the same episode. I think that's fair. Yeah, I mean, ideally, anything that we've started off with in terms of... Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to... Oh, I've got to reverse a dolly now. What am I doing? Yeah, anything we started off with come the end of the series, well, obviously we won't be selling. So the cost of the buildings, for example, we won't be selling. Because Snowy might put down some buildings a little more expensive than what I put down for him. So, yeah. We need to finish the series with the same thing that we started with, which is why I need to put that greenhouse back. Now, is this just gonna... How did I do it again? Why? Okay. I'm assuming that means food is full. That's good. That's a good place to be in, isn't it? With too much food. That, forward plans my bad habit of taking out loans and buying more sheep at the end of every episode. Seems to be a thing. Right, that can stay here. So, sanity check. What have I done? Good. I've bought a field, harvested a field, reseeded the field, fertilised that field, sorted out the water. This is good. This is alright. I think maybe after Snowy's done his episode, maybe we have a little chat between us about skipping forward a couple of months, because again, there isn't a lot of time before the new game comes out, and we don't need to do anything major, really, do we? It looks like I can pick them up, but I definitely can't pick them up. And yeah, there's nearly another pallet there. In fact, while I'm in the zone, let's have a look. Let's see if I can predict, maybe, how much money we can make. And when we're going to make it. Oh. What month are we in now? Oh, we're in January, aren't we? Well, that's a bit annoying. Because really, this is the month we want to sell it, isn't it? And I've also, I've got the eggs as well. We could do selling those. Cedar, wherever I dumped that, that's over there. Well, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure now. I will just sanity check a second. Okay, so in pressing the buttons then I'm just going to sanity check. I actually paused the recording and I didn't even show what I said. Anyway, brilliant. What I've just done is borrowed £5,000 more of a loan. Bought another 22 sheep. I'll show you. Slightly different variation this time. There you go. 22 sheep. You can tell they're brand new because the house is pretty low. So, yeah. And that's basically where we're going to end the episode, to be honest. So my voice may suddenly be a bit tinny. I thought I am not setting up my whole microphone boom and everything just to do this little 30-second skit. So we're doing this on the Steel Series headset. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode number 7. I know in the meantime Snowy has been on and he has recorded his as well. So hopefully you're going to see this at some point Sunday evening. And you should also see Snowy's, I think, on Sunday evening. So hopefully you enjoy it. It'd be nice that we're both back kind of in touch with each other now in terms of positioning of the episode. Nothing more, I promise. But anyway, yeah, until the next episode, cheers and God.